Good Sunday evening, everybody. Welcome in to the Dirt Racing Network, a part of the Digital Sim Sports Network, and our live coverage of the MARS Dirt Late Model Series, presented by ScrubADub Car Wash and Oil Change Centers. Round two for the Dirt Boys, right here at the Diamond of Dirt Tracks, Luke's Oil Speedway in Wheatland, Missouri. 16 drivers have checked in for the action tonight. I can see Mr. Bill already in the chat. Thank you, Bill. Do not be afraid to let us know where you're watching from. If you got a favorite driver, make sure that you're shouting them out. Sometimes these drivers are paying attention, and you may see something back in the chat from them. Right now, drivers in the drivers meeting, they are getting ready for tonight's action. Looks like about maybe 3 heat races. We'll go into the feature. Should be a pretty good one. Same old suspects in the room. The Reed Rundles, Jacob Schmutzes. I see the Brunners. Randy Brunner, John Brunner, both back in the fold this evening. Old Zach Krieger, one of the voices of the Dirt Racing Network, in here in the car tonight. He and I will swap places tomorrow night. He'll be in the booth. I'll be in the car for tomorrow night's action. Dan Tefelsky, Garrett Boyd, G-Body's over here racing tonight. Adam Vinny, Hayden Loomis, Andrew Humphrey, Gary Budzine, Dean Burnt. There's old Shane Yates, the 11 machine, a dangerous driver right there. Guy can win from anywhere. If I start to lose my voice, I have medication. Well, I might call it medication. I got stuff that'll hopefully help. My throat has been just a little on the scratchy side for a couple of days, and we're going to see if we can get through this thing tonight. Don't matter if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, Trovo, Facebook. If you're on Facebook, make sure you drop by the Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page. Like, share, follow. Any of the other services, hit the subscribe button. You'll know every time we go live. Racing tonight, racing tomorrow, Tuesday, and I think that is it. And right now, I think Tuesday may be a flip of the coin deal from what I understand. There was some scheduling conflicts with some other people, and I don't know if that special event is actually going to end up happening. Been talking about it for a month, and I found out just a day or so ago that the possibility exists that they may not be able to do it. Doesn't mean we won't cover something for you. We may just go find something fun to do and cover that. We got about 40 seconds, and these drivers will start qualifying. That'll get us lined up into our heat groups. Say hi out there, guys. I'm sure Tiny Dancer is watching. There's Mr. Loomis. Quickest to end the session right now. They're going to tear his car apart before he goes out for qualifying, all the way down to the camshaft. Pull the pedals out of it just to make sure that he has not got any unfair advantage. We kid. He's been pretty fast every time he's shown up for these series races anyway, so no surprise to see the 115 car up there at the top. Session coming to an end. That means we're going to swap over. We're going to go qualifying here. Yeah. Tech boys are headed down with a box of tools, man. They're on their way. All right. Looks like drivers about to go out. Oh, everybody's on pit lane. Looks like Garrett Boyd may be one of the first to actually hit the racetrack. Andrew Humphrey right about the same time. Hayden Loomis is on track as well, so we'll bounce around. We'll watch a lap of one and watch a lap of the other. We'll see what that royal purple number 21 can do on lap number 1. Hugged it tight down around the bottom right there. Not quite as tight this time in 3 and 4, but he'll post his lap. John Brunner went to the top quickly, but Boyd, 1481, he shows the way. Loomis second, just a couple of hundredths off of that. We'll watch Loomis's second lap here, and then we're going to go looking for Shane Yates, see if he's made his way out yet or not. Boyd still at 1481. Peter Brees comes up and ties that. Now Loomis, 1471. Shane Yates, 1472 on lap number 1. What can he pull on lap number 2? Can the double ace go to the top? Second lap, 1475. So Loomis, quickest in practice right now, quickest in qualifying. There's the 43. That's Reed Arundel, your defending series champion. Old one-arm jack wagon. And he's fourth quick. Just 1/100th off. Loomis, Vinny, and Yates all within 100. So is Rundle. Rundle's about 15 1,000ths off. We'll see what lap number 2 has in store for him. Rundle slowed down about a 10th on the second lap. So everybody is in with their times. There's Tiny Dancer wrapping things up. Can he keep it out of the fence? He does. Scott King goes to the top. Elton John Jr., 1466, and I don't know where he pulled that from, but wow. Tiny Dancer, quickest in the qualifying session. You know, records have been being broke for the last 7 days around here. I heard Zach Krieger say something funny about me actually winning a heat race last week. Well, holy cow, look at the 18 car. Quickest in the qualifying session. So, Tiny Dancer got a new tutu. That's amazing. Looks like everybody turned in time. All 16 cars were half a second between your top qualifier and your bottom. A throttle stuck and he had to just drive it, I guess. Okay, well, we're gonna go with that. We're gonna get ready for heat number 1. Waiting for the drivers to start dropping them on the track here onto the front stretch. Pole for the first heat tonight. Going to be the 1J of Jacob Schmutz. And he'll have Peter Brees in the 74 on his outside. The aforementioned double ace of Shane Yates. He'll start on the inside of the second row, and he'll have your quick qualifier for the evening. The poor man's Elton John, Tiny Dancer himself, Scott King, on the outside. Austin DeMore, 7 car. Row 3 on the inside with Dan Tefelsky in the 50 car, looking to his outside. His drivers will start to roll out. There's the 1J of Jacob Schmutz. There's your quick qualifier. Boy, he's got himself in a pretty good pickle here. He is right in the middle of the hornet's nest, and he is in between some pretty quick drivers out there. Pretty stacked heat race. That's what you get for being the quick qualifier there, Mr. King. Randy Snyder, yeah, it's about time for him to drop the hammer. All right, pace truck's out of the way. We're going green right here. Out of turn number 4. Jacob Schmutz waiting for that orange tire right there. Green flag being displayed. We're underway. Tricky little track when you get to the top. It drops over the edge. Oh, boy, 3 wide. I don't know what we're doing here. We're pushing, shoving, beating, banging. Mr. Priest decided to stick that in the middle, 3 wide, and 3 wide usually doesn't work on such a narrow track. But like I was saying, you get up to the very top, you get over the edge, it gets really flat up there. Your car is going to start slip and slide on you. You may end up in the fence. A little bumping and grinding going on here between the 11 and the 74. The 18 locked her down on the bottom. He's going to come up big door, right to left. From the 18 to the 11 is Shane Yates. Double Ace getting beat up tonight. Trying to hang on to third. Jacob Schmutz has got the lead, and he is about 0.6 of a second out in front of these guys. He'll be halfway home in heat 1, this time out of 4. We're watching the battle second, third, and fourth right now. Fifth and sixth are close together, Tefelsky and Demore, but they are a good second and a half off of this battle right here. Right now, Brees has second. Yates by half a car over your quick qualifier, Scott King for third. And now King slides in behind the 11 car. Well, look now, Peter Brees has closed this up. He's cut half the distance off. 2 to go, the signal from the starter stand. Top 4 under a blanket. Less than a second and a half. And Peter Brees took a peek. He showed the nose to Jacob Schmutz down in 1 and 2. He's wide in 3 and 4. White flag in the air. Will he go for the bottom again down here in 1 and 2? Gets it right down to the sticky stuff, but not enough momentum coming out of 2. And Schmutz just has to hang on. Exit turn 4. He is going to win heat 1. Brees second. Yates third. King fourth. Tefelsky and Demore rounding things out. And I saw the left front fender go flying off the 11 car as he got way down on the inside and nicked the tire down here in turns 3 and 4. So, oh, that's way too close. Oh, that's scary even. All right, here we go. Heat 2, gridding them out. Going to be Brunner on Brunner action in the front row. John Brunner, the 46 on the pole. The 64 of Randy Brunner will be on his outside. Your second row. To the inside, the 43, Reed Rundle. On the outside of him, in the 115, Hayden Loomis. I guess they got that car back together in time for the second heat. It's shotgun. Heat number 2, the 31 car of Andrew Humphrey. So the Brunner brothers holding down row 1 in heat 2. Pace truck. Turn the lights off right here in front stretch. We'll get the boys ready to go. '46 and the 64 on the front row. Ready to get after it. And the green flag out over heat number 2. John Brunner with a pretty good start. Seemed like Randy might have been looking up in the stands at the pretty girls for just a second. He's going to give up the second spot. Inside there, Reed Rundle, the 43. Here comes Andrew Humphrey working on Loomis. That's for fourth. Can he find some bite on the bottom? He does. Pulls alongside Brunner. Good run on the bottom for the 31 car out of turn 2. Really had to slow the car up getting into 3. And he's 3 wide coming out of 4. He was on the bottom. Loomis was in the middle. Brunner was on the top. Loomis going after the spot. I don't know what happened up front, but that looked like John Brunner got way out of shape. And Reed Rundle almost took the left rear corner off that car. Loomis now starting to carve his way through. He's up to third. He's in front of Brunner. Brunner right up underneath. They were 3 wide going into 3. Loomis has got his hands full with the 64 car. Now clears down the back stretch. Can refocus, but he's fallen about 4/10 off of Reed Rundle. And Rundle's hanging about 3/10 off of John Brunner. Trying to get to the bottom, find some of that sticky dirt down there. Brunner's doing a pretty good job of keeping the inside sealed up. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. He's just using momentum to get around. 2 to go that time by. Top 2 safely out in front of third. This is the only real battle on the track right now, right here. They go under the white flag. Can Rundle make a pass for the lead right here out of turn number 2? Couldn't keep the car locked on the bottom. I think that has sealed his fate, as Brunner will go right through the middle in turns 3 and 4. He'll pick up the win. John Brunner Heat 2 winner, Reed Rundle second. Hayden Loomis in third. Randy Brunner going to come home in fourth. And Andrew Humphrey in fifth. So we'll look at our third and final heat race. And they'll line up like this. The 77 of Gary Budzine will start on the pole with Dean Burnt in the 17 car on his outside. 21 of Garrett Boyd, row 2 to the inside, and he'll have the 51 of Adam Vinny on his outside. There you go, Victory Vinnies. Zach Krieger in the 35, going to be Shotgun Charlie for this one. There's old Zach. So we'll pace him around one more time. Get him ready to go. Pace truck will hop out of the way over here in turn number 2. Final heat race of the evening. We'll have a little bit of a warm-up, a short pause, and then we'll just about be ready to go for our feature within just a few minutes. Green flag displayed for heat number 3. Kind of a slow start, but everybody side by side. Budzine has the lead out of 2. Down to the bottom in 3 and 4. We'll slide about halfway up. Burnt's coming hard on the outside, but Budzine will lead lap number 1. Dean Burnt making a run there. Still too wide. This is just pace formation at full speed right now. Too wide, too deep here. And I know the 21 car, Garrett Boyd, he's just looking for an opening so he can get right up alongside the 77. Oh, this might be his opportunity, and he is going to, well, I thought he knocked the left front tire off, but apparently he did not. Sure looked like it on that view right there. But Dean Burnt will grab the front and around the outside. The 51 car of Adam Vinny, and Vinny now does the crossover down here. Coming out of 2, he's going to go for the lead. Out of 3 and 4, Burnt right to the outside, keeps the lead by about half a car. Now Vinny surges ahead out of turn number 2. Can Burnt do something back in 3 and 4? Checked the car a little too much, and I think the door will be shut when he comes out of the corner. He'll cut to the inside. That lap goes to the 51. Now Burnt up off the bottom. He doesn't have enough momentum. And Adam Vinny takes the lead firmly. Burnt still in third. Boyd still trying to get around. He's working up off the bottom. And Budzine, he's just using the momentum. Woo, that time Boyd had to check up because Burnt was real slow getting through 3 and 4, and he is going to lose at least a spot. Might lose 2 as Zach Krieger was in there. Krieger misses the line at that time in 1 and 2, and Adam Vinny's coming around out of 4, checkered flag in hand. He'll win heat 3. Dean Burnt second. Gary Budzine in third. Garrett Boyd fourth, and Zach Krieger rounding things out. So heat racing action in the books. Drivers will roll out. Grab a couple of laps. Lights have come on around the speedway. Saw Reed Arundel rolling out onto the speedway. Andrew Humphrey's out here as well. 50 car off the pace there. That's Dan Tefelsky, and he's having trouble with something. Shane Yates looking at the slider line down there in 3 and 4 that time around. And looking at it here in 1 and 2 as well. So may see something different out of the 11 car when we get ready for feature action. That 43 car having all kinds of problems. That one arm not doing him a lot of good here in the dirt. He's okay on the asphalt with that one arm, but in the dirt he has struggled. And now the Little Caesars machine. Jacob Schmutz. He's got Adam Vinny right behind him and Tiny Dancer tucked in behind that. These three different lines through turns 1 and 2. And once again, Tiny Dancer, the quickest in the session. There's speed in the car. Just got to get into a good rhythm when it comes time for the feature, I think. That invert will really mess you up. Take any advantage from qualifying away. Watching Dean Burnt now in the 17. Gary Budzine also out here. Peter Brees. And it looks like whatever was wrong with the 50 car is solved. He is at power now. He's going to bring it back for at least 1 or 2 more laps here before we move on to our feature tonight. See the 21 of Garrett Boyd trying to find out if that high line is going to be where it's at. And right now it looks like out of 2 you want to be on the bottom, and 3 and 4 you want to be right up here against that cushion, but you don't want to go up and over it. Don't go up and get up there on that flat. There's Shane Yates in the frame. He and Boyd kind of doing the same exact thing. Finding out how far up the cushion has moved, the fluff, so they know where the very top edge of the track is. Especially in 3 and 4. 1 and 2, I think you're going to want to run the bottom. 3 and 4, you're going to want to be way, way down. Or way, way up, I'm sorry. Right where that brake is. Well, Mr. Nichols. Well, we got a lot of prayers going out tonight. Terry Dahl and his family. Terry passed suddenly last week. I have very few details about it. I just saw a couple of posts and was shared a few things. Terry was a regular at Mars, and apparently his wife had been sick for just a little while, and all of a sudden he passed, and there's not a lot of explanation for that. So our prayers out to that family as well. And then also Mr. Nichols, they have not had a good run lately. So big prayers for everybody who's ailing or feeling down a little bit, man. We want to lift you up. All right, looks like we're going to line them up for tonight's feature like this. Hayden Loomis will get the pole via the inverts. Shane Yates. So a couple of quickies up on the front row. That's the 11 car. 17, Dean Burnt, inside row number 2. Next to the 43 of Reed Rundle. Peter Brees in the 74, row 3. He'll have the inside, and Adam Vinny in the 51 will be on the out. Gary Budzine, 77 car. Or I'm sorry, I jumped a whole row. Man, I jumped the whole 4th row there. I jumped the 46 of John Brunner inside and the 1J of Jacob Schmutz on the outside. Gary Budzine in 77. He's row 5 inside. Tiny Dancer, your quick qualifier for the evening. He starts in position number 10. Randy Brunner in the 1164 is his number, and the 21 of Garrett Boyd in the 12th spot. And your final 2 rows, Dan Tefelsky, the 50 inside, row 7. Next to Andrew Humphrey in the 31. And your back row, Zach Krieger will be in the 35 car. He'll have the inside position on the 7 of Austin D'Amore. So, with even more inverting, we're going to put the 17 of Burnt up front with Rundle. You're going to take that front row, you're going to drop them back 4 spots. That's where they're going to go. Everybody else pretty much stayed the same. You're going to move row 1 to row 4. So, Loomis and Yates will be inside out in row 4. We're getting ready to go green. 35 laps for the feature. And a late green flag. And I think some people were anticipating it behind your front row. Oh, Dean Burnt, a little out of shape. Going to hang on. Car around backward. John Brunner, I think, is going to be back. And I think that's going to be a result of this wonky start. And he's going to get lifted up from behind. Yeah, he tried to go. Had to check. Everybody behind him kind of checking. And, oh, he gets across the nose of Scott King. I don't know that there's much that Scott gets to do in that situation. He's just right in his line, and suddenly he's got a car parked on his nose. So they'll get them lined back up. We'll see where everybody's going to go. Looks like we're going to almost go to the original lineup. Brunner's going to be inside of the 4th row. Lights are still on the pace vehicle, so we're not settled just yet. I think pretty much everybody missed that. Get back here. These 2 are going to get right back where they were. I didn't see anything heinous. I didn't see anything bad. Looks like our pace truck's out of the way. I think that was just kind of one of those deals where everybody kind of had a wonky start, little check-in here and there. The only difference is it looks like Loomis is going to have inside row, and all of a sudden we're getting a blink out of Peter Brees.
Green flag.
And the green again. Way late, usually right at that orange tire down there, and it wasn't, and so we had kind of a wonky one again. We'll jump back and look. Everybody's going to be good, at least down into 3 and 4. Off the top side, Burnt was having problems on the bottom side, and your leader going to be Reed Rundle. Jacob Schmutz apparently off track. I don't know what happened to Jacob. He may be a victim. We may be having all kinds of problems with iRacing servers again. I know my latency was pretty high tonight, so we'll have to see. Couple of laps in, it's Rundle, Vinny, and Burnt. 1, 2, 3. Peter Brees putting pressure on Burnt down the inside. Cars across the nose. Hayden Loomis. Problems in the 115. Let's go back. Now let's take a look. He and Shane Yates. He's up. Yates has got the outside. Pretty good racer. Pretty clean. Yates is still on the corner. I think maybe he thought he cleared that car. And he had not cleared him. I'm not sure. We're not going to speculate, and we're not going to pull out the drone and see what happened there. Rundle, Vinny, Burnt, Brees, King, Yates, Boyd, Humphrey, Budzine, Tefelsky, Brunner, Krieger, DeMoore. The running order right now. Loomis is out. John Brunner's out. Jacob Schmutz is out. I have no idea what happened to Jacob Schmutz. Maybe he did hit one of those cars on the lap 1 incident. So let's see, they're doubling up. Pace truck already off the racing surface. That means we're going back to green. Still 31 laps remaining. There goes Reed Rundle. Gives us a good clean start. Adam Vinny with a good start on the outside. He'll clear Dean Burnt. Top 3 single file. Here comes Tiny Dancer working the inside. And now you got a battle for the lead as Adam Vinny gets a run on the inside of the 43 of Reed Rundle. This time at the line. Boy, that was close. I think Rundle by a skosh right there. He's getting runs off of the top of the hill. Vinny. Good work up the inside. Adam Vinny's going to lead lap number 7. A little bumping and grinding behind, but everybody keeping them straight and forward. This time Rundle trying to cut to the top, from the top to the bottom, wasn't able to get it there. Vinny still out in front. Peter Brees is still in third, but he's got Dean Burnt right there. Ooh, here comes Tiny Dancer. He's going to be in a 3-4 wide situation. This is a wreck. Yeah. Scott King got his right rear on the left front of Dean Burnt's number 17 on the exit of the corner. And Burnt's going to get turned 2, and then he's going to, ooh. Oh, and Zach Krieger comes in super late and really hit the 18 car hard. And that car left front tire. Left front suspension. Same with Buzzy. You can see the tire rolling away. Krieger can't drive his into the pits because he can't steer it. So we got a host of cars. We're going to get a tire on the 35. It looks like he's going to roll away. King took his in, and it looks like they're going to be able to fix that one possibly. Tofelsky. Trying to get a look here. Yeah, Scott King car still sitting there. So is Gary Budzine. So I don't know if we're getting anybody fixed up or not. I know they put a left front on Zach Krieger's 35 car, or right front, excuse me, on Zach Krieger's number 35 car. All the sheet metal still tore up. There goes our pace vehicle. It's coming around to start lap number 10. Well, there goes Adam Vinny and Reed Rundle. Good start for them. Boyd and Brees still side by side. Here comes Shane Yates. Shane Yates looking to make it 3 wide. He's not going to quite get there. Boyd trying to fend off Brees. Checked up a little because Brees shut the door out of 4, and that allows Yates to get down there and get to the inside. Now he's going to battle for the podium spot with Brees. Still, Vinny out front. Rundle second. We're watching the battle 3rd, 4th, and 5th right here. Inside 25 to go. Going to make it 22 laps remaining this time around. Dean Burnt still hanging on to 6th. Andrew Humphrey up to 7th. We've kind of had a war of attrition, unfortunately, and we've got a bunch of cars not out on the track right now. Right now, Shane Yates trying to clear Garrett Boyd so that he can go make a run at Reed Rundle. Both Yates and Boyd have cleared Dean Burnt. There goes Yates with the slider. Thought he put the latch in the door. He does it this time as he blocks that entry into 1 and 2. He may have enough momentum to clear. That doesn't mean Boyd won't go for it down here. He's not going to have the chance, and Shane Yates is going to clear into 3rd. Now he can set his sights on the 43 car. Reed Rundle just ahead. Going to be 18 laps remaining. Not quite halfway. We're about a lap short of being halfway. Adam Vinny out front. Reed Rundle, then Shane Yates, Garrett Boyd, and Dean Burnt. Vinny making it look pretty easy, really. Good line into 1 and 2. Runs that slider line down there. And in 3 and 4, he is right up to the top of the racetrack. Holds about 3/4 of a second over Reed Rundle. Now Yates and Boyd are close enough to start going at it again here. Boyd lost a car length, brushed the fence down the backstretch. Lost just a little bit of space. Inside halfway, cutting it down to 14 to go this time, and it's all Adam Vinny in the 51 car. Lucas Oil may be his spot. Rundle and Yates still 2 and 3, and Boyd starting to fall back just a little bit off of that 11 car. It's a pretty good gap, about 20 car lengths back to Dean Burnt in 17th, and Peter Brees is trying to reel in the 5th place car, and he's doing a pretty good job of it. Just can't find the way to clear. Can't find that bite. The bottom kind of gone there in turn number 2. Was a good launching pad. Now there's not much there. Lead shrinking. About a 1/4 second being shaved off by Reed Rundle and Shane Yates right now. As it looks like the 51 car is starting to come back to the field late in this one. Just got the 10 to go signal. 10 short laps remaining. You can see the top 4 separated by 1.14 seconds the last time around. Starting to come together late in this one. I think if this was a 50 lapper, you might see a little different outcome. Lap traffic not going to be a problem. I don't think they can. Well, it might be. It actually might be, because they made up a couple of seconds right there. I was going to say with 4 seconds between the lap times and the pack, but they made up a lot of time the last couple of laps. Lap traffic will be a factor in this one. Who can work it the best in these front few cars? Adam Vinny will be the first to get to Zach Krieger and Austin DeMore racing for position. Ooh, Krieger pushed DeMore up on the flat. Now those two are going to get together right in front of Garrett Boyd. I think Boyd cleared it. They all got by. That got hairy. Wave lap that time around. Now Gary Budzine will be the next on the hit list for lap cars. And the gap starting to stretch out again, back to almost 3/4 of a second. Smooth, easy ride for Adam Vinny right now. Rundle second. Here comes Yates. Yates is going to make a bid to try to take second away, and Boyd is going to try to close in as well. Yeah, he didn't quite clear the lap car. Yeah, he did now. No, he can stay in this. Just 2 to go. Podium finish on the line. Vinny, almost 0.6 of a second out in front. White flag in the air. Can Yates reel in Rundle in one lap and get around him? Not looking too promising for the 11 car, but out of turn number 4. Adam Vinny is going to win round number 2. Reed Rundle second and Shane Yates. Rounding out our top 3, Garrett Boyd and Peter Brees, 4 and 5. So we'll bring the boys around. Hopefully we get them close enough down here. I'd like that. There we go. Just like so. We love it. Well, we love it pretty good. We actually do. We love that pretty well. So we know Shane will jump in. We'll get Mr. Rundle into the broadcast waiting, and we'll also get Mr. Vin. Oh, there he goes. He's in. Just waiting for Mr. Yates to make his appearance with us. He always does. I don't see Shane. Am I missing him? We're just waiting for Shane Yates to make his way to the waiting room so we can grab him and drag him in here. And I don't... There he is. There's Shane. Shane Yates, you there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, man. Well, heck of a drive for the 11. A lot of weird stuff going on out there on the racetrack. 3 wides, 4 wides, some contact. Looks like the right door's caved halfway in on you. How was the feature tonight?
Hold on, I couldn't hear. Say it again. I couldn't hear a word. Somebody was speaking in the race, and I couldn't hear a word you said.
Oh, I said it looks like it was pretty eventful out there. You got your right door caved halfway in. You were 3 wide, 4 wide. Looks like it was pretty intense racing, man. How was the feature?
Yeah, it was a little rough. I was trying to dodge a lot of wrecks, but ended up in quite a few of them. You know, it happens though when you have to start back there and try to make your way back to the front. It was tough. I was hoping for another caution, truthfully. I mean, I hate seeing cautions, but when you know, you're trying to go for the lead, you know, a caution would help you. I was like, man, I need one more caution, and maybe I can get this win, but it didn't happen. It was still a good race, though.
Yeah, Lucas, and it looked like, you know, you guys were running kind of middle bottom in 1 and 2 and all the way at the top in 3 and 4. Was there just no grip down the bottom of 3 and 4?
No, once you went to 3 and 4, I went to try to pass Reed on the bottom in 3 and 4, and he just pulled away and left me. And I was like, there's nothing down there. Might as well not even try it no more. So then I tried the top in 3 and 4. You can get some speed up there, but once you get back to 1 and 2, it's on the bottom of 1 and 2. So then you got to go back to the bottom of 1 and 2. So then you can't pass there. So it's just hard. It is hard to pass. Not you had a restart and start beside somebody.
All right, man. Well, an awesome run. 3rd place finish tonight. Give us some shout outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here.
Yeah, I think my team, Tri-City, them guys over there. I want to thank my street stock team, TNT. Thank Reed. Let's see. There's some sponsors. I'm bad at remembering stuff. There's some sponsors I'm supposed to thank too. ScrubADub's one of them. I can't remember the other one, but I'll remember it next time.
All righty, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a good run. We'll see you next week.
All right, let's see you, bud.
That is Shane Yates. He finishes in 3rd. Now we'll move on to the driver of the 43. And the other sponsor he was thinking of was Beard's Constant Beard Oil. I know that's who he was thinking of. Reed Rundle, you got a copy?
I do, sir. How are you?
I'm pretty good, man. 2nd place tonight, and you led a little bit of this thing, and then a big challenge from the 51 car. How was the feature, and Where was every bit of the grip on the racetrack? Because it didn't look like anybody was finding any.
Yeah, it was the slick came in pretty quick. Adam was able to get underneath me when I was still trying to search for it, and from there he just kind of kept smooth. And we closed in a little bit at the end, but a couple mistakes by me, and when you also see that. Or have your spotter telling you that Shane Yates is coming. You gotta kind of watch that too. And not that I was defensive racing, but I certainly was watching what was going on with him. And Adam kept it clean and steady and pulled away.
Yeah, looked like there was a lot of challenges you guys were getting to traffic. It just didn't quite work out where it held him up at all. Were you kind of hoping for that?
Well, you see the traffic coming, and you hope nothing gets goofed up by it, because that can happen sometimes. But yeah, I was watching to see where he might go. He picked the lane perfect, and I kind of followed him through. And I think Gary got between us for just a moment or so, but Gary, respectful racing up high and let me get back down through. But it was a good run tonight. Happy with where we finished, and few early cautions that we'll have to look at, but I think overall it was a good race.
All right, man. Some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you celebrate a solid run tonight.
Well, yeah, absolutely. ScrubADub Car Wash, title series sponsor, and also sponsor on our car for this season. Bam, same thing, Clean Driver Award, and we got them on the car this year. And Little Caesar's still peeking their head around and promising us free pizza. We'll still work on that. But other than that, shout out to ScrubADub. Bam. Want to throw a shout out to Terry's family. We lost Terry this week, kind of suddenly. So our thoughts are with the family as far as that goes, and you hope they're doing okay. Thank you to you, and thanks to the family, and shout out to my dad down in Florida.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a good run. We'll see you next week in the asphalt car.
Thanks, Roger.
Reed Arundel picking up second now. When we bring him in here, you can hear all the fans in the stands. The Victory Vinny's cheering out. 51 car takes the lead and absolutely controls the race from there. Nice win, Mr. Vinny.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That Beard Wisconsin dirt late model, not too bad, huh?
Well, it looked pretty solid out there. It looked pretty smooth. You got into lap traffic there. A couple of cars near the end. Any concerns with where those guys were kind of racing? They were almost on your line, really.
No, not really. I was just keeping an eye on them, see what they're doing. I was kind of running two different lines there, trying to find some grip. They were staying steady at each end of the corner and knew exactly where to go. And I appreciate them giving me space.
Well, an awesome run, man. You are going to win here. And I don't know. I said it during the broadcast. Maybe Lucas Oil is your spot for dirt. You look pretty comfortable out there.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks. Love this track. Didn't want to miss it. I'm actually supposed to be on vacation right now, but my family said, go ahead, take a couple hours off, do your thing, and luckily we did, and we did our thing.
Well, you did your thing on vacation. Now the family can be proud you picking up the win, man. Give us some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you get back to vacay.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Number one, Beard Wisconsin, small batch beard oils and balms, ScrubADub, Bam. Everybody support me, backing me up. Had a few weeks here where trouble found me or I found trouble. And last but not least, to the whole Brunner family, from the whole Vinny family. Hearts and thoughts go out to them. Stay strong. We're here for you. And we'll see you tomorrow night, huh? Big 100-lapper.
Are they going to let you race again on vacation?
I will be traveling home.
Oh,
so okay. I got to load up the car, travel back home, and
you got to hustle.
Grab that big modified. I got to hustle.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you taking the time. Congrats on the win. I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Adam Vinny picking up the win here. Victor Vinny's going crazy everywhere. Let's take a look at our results. This will be fast. Vinny Rundle Yates, 1, 2, 3. Boyd was 4th. Brees 5th. Burnt 6th. Humphrey 7th. Randy Brunner in 8th. DeMore 9th. 10th to Zach Krieger. John Brunner was 11th. Budzine was 12th. King, after impressive speed in both the qualifying session and the warm-up session prior to the feature, Rex early in this one, about lap number 8, knocked the front end off of it. So Tiny Dancer will finish 13th. Tofelsky in 14th. Loomis 15th. And Schmutz. Early exit. I don't even think he made the lap 1 incident down in turns 1 and 2. So unfortunate for that driver. He's competing for a championship tomorrow night. He and Travis Johnson, Buddy Ware, Garrett Boyd. I think those are the only 4 that really have a good shot at that. So make sure you tune in. 8 o'clock Eastern. Zach Krieger will be on the call. 100 lapper from Knoxville to close out the 2023 winter season for Dirt Slingers Racing League Monday Night Thunder, the Big Block Modified Series. Should be a good one. Stop in and say hi to Zach in the chat. Check out the action. You'll see and Vinny in that race tomorrow night. So looking forward to that. That'll do it for us here tonight from Lucas Oil Speedway. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Without you guys, there's no reason for us to cover this. Without all the great leagues giving us fantastic action, there's nothing for us to cover. So thank you to everybody involved on both sides of that. Until we see you the next time, keep it dirty, everybody. Love.